Live from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Major League Baseball on a Sunday afternoon. It's the Seattle Mariners going up against the Kansas City Royals. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
Kansas City Royals.
And on the mound for Kansas City in this one, Seth Lugo. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
J.P. Crawford leading things off and takes a strike. Little chopper rolls foul. Swings and misses, and there's one down. Let's take a look at our lineup. This is one of the best teams in the league when it comes to drawing walks, Chris, so we'll probably see a very patient approach from them.
Yeah, Boogie, that's often what leads to a lot of runs scored. You get runners on base, you work that pitch count up for the opposing pitchers, and then you take advantage when they make mistakes. You get into that bullpen. You can tell that everyone up and down this lineup just comes in with a great plan of attack, a lot of patience, just like you said.
Top of the first, just getting started here in Kansas City. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
2 down, nobody on. On the ground, right side, and that one handled to first. Inning over. The Royals will get their chance now in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, and taking the ball for Seattle, Ryan Wu. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Garcia at the plate now, and that's strike one. Here comes the 0-1.
Outside, ball.
Four-seam fastball. Middle inside.
And that one fouled off.
Circle change. Low middle.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Sinker. Low inside.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity, as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr.
Witt Jr. is one of only 2 players in AL-NL history to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in each of his first 2 seasons, Boog. The other player, Julio Rodriguez.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
The 0-2. And that one hammered. Carrying well. Makes the catch, gliding onto the warning track.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And now Vinny Pasquantino.
No, that's out.
Sinker. Low inside. Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Middle inside.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Swung on, popped up left side. Pareda. And that is that. Scoreless after one. Back here in Kansas City, second inning set to go. So the Kansas City Royals are hovering around 500, about a third of the way into this season. Siggy, this team was projected to be a front runner. They don't look like it so far.
Yeah, and it might be a bit early to judge that, Boog, but yeah, they're scuffling so far, losing more series than they win, just not finding a path to consistency. There's definitely time to turn it around, but I'm sure there are folks around that team getting a little antsy about where they're at right now.
Luke Raley, the next to hit, takes outside. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson, a consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone, but once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
Gets a piece and stays alive. No score here in the second. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Three-two now. Hard ground ball, base knock. So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at bat. Now it's the second baseman, Cole Young. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
The Mariners looking to strike first here at the top of the second. On the ground, Massey slings to first in time. So digging in, Dominic Canzone.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
This one in the air, center field. Isbell under this one. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2, and now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Salvador Perez.
Sinker. Middle outside.
Fastball for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Out towards right center field. Rodriguez on the move. He's got it. And there's one down. Next is the Royals catcher, Carter Jensen.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Slider. Middle inside.
In the air to left center. Rodriguez on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down. Now it's the right fielder, Jack Caglione.
Number 14, Jack Caglione.
Sweeper. Middle center.
Hiya!
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Check swing and he went. And the count is 0-2. Woo, 26 years old, and he was a 6th round draft pick in 2021. Stays alive.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
2 down, nobody on. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. All set for the start of the inning. Now the Mariners catcher, Johnny Pareda. Check swing, but he went too far. It's 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Here's the third baseman. Close one. Doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Top of the 3rd. No score. Right down to shoot, and that is strike 1. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. Bangs off the wall. Lead runner makes the turn at second, and that's a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Big rip off the bat there. Some seriously loud contact on that knob. Didn't bring in the run, but he got him that much closer to taking the lead here.
Back to the top of the Seattle order. J.P. Crawford getting ready to hit. Golden opportunity right here. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The M's with a chance to score first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Fastball for a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
1-1 now. And fouled off. That one missed. Base runners at second and third here. No outs. Base hit, 1 run is in. Fires it to the plate. Another comes in to score. It's a 2-run single, and they lead by 2.
Gets him on the board first, coming through with 2 RBIs on that swing. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
No outs, runner at first. And now for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Crawford goes. Cut on and miss. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe. Crawford stands at second with no outs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder. So now with 1 away and a man at second. And now it's Josh Naylor. Grounded out his first time. Ground ball right side. And foul ball. Man at second. Comebacker to the mound. Gets it to first. 2 down.
Up next for Seattle, the designated hitter.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
To me, it looks like they're trying to do too much with pitches they shouldn't even be swinging at. It's tough because you want to take control of the game early on, but sometimes that approach can backfire on you.
Caglione moving under this one, and that's the 3rd out. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mariners 2 and the Royals 0. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Isaac Collins steps in for the Royals. There's a swing and a drive. That one's deep. And this one carries into the party porch for a home run. Now that's quite the party favor. And they're on the board. It's 2-1. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
And here is Michael Massey.
Ball.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play. And now it's Kyle Isbell.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
And that one fouled off. 1 on, nobody out, a run in here in the last half of the 3rd. Fastball is outside.
4-seam fastball.
Ball, that's in.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
4-seam fastball. High inside.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
4-seam fastball.
The 2-2. And there's a ball.
No, that missed. That's
On
the
this
ball.
count, runner Not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Struck him out looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Now the third baseman, Michael Garcia. Man at first, one away. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Out number 2.
The batter, number 7.
And now it's Bobby Witt Jr. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. A 2-run homer. It's their second home run of the inning, and it gives them the lead in the third. It's 3-2. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate, here it is, watch it, I'm going to jog around the bases.
So 2 down, next to hit, Vinny Pasquantino.
Hey, ha!
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. That is the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back here in Kansas City and stepping in for the Mariners, Luke Raley. Just missed.
Well, these Mariners, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits, so they might want to be a little more selective up there.
Hee-haw!
He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And the strike call will stand. No challenges left for them now. But 2-1. And that's downstairs and outside.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That one's in there, and now it's 3-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. In the air to left center. Isbell on the move to the gap. He's got it, and there's one away. Here's the second baseman, Cole Young.
Second baseman, Cole Young.
Hook!
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Foul ball, still 0-2. The Mariners trailing by a run, top half of inning number 4.
Ball. That's a ball.
That's way outside. And a full count now.
Still just the second batter in the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Dominic Canzone will hit next. Fly to center his first time. Young leads off first with one away. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw there. Safe.
Well, with a good arm behind the dish, it's definitely a roll of the dice here to try to steal second base. Man, he can zip it down there so quickly. That was a pretty good throw as well, but really good clean stolen base. He can be pretty proud of himself. So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Runner at second here, one gone.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Swing and he popped it up. Has room and he makes the catch.
Up next is Seattle, the catcher.
Here's the catcher, Johnny Pareda. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and they've tied it. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Here's the third baseman. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Now a relay to third. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. RBI double for the M's. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Bottom of the fourth. Here's the Royals' designated hitter, Salvador Perez. Oh, great stop. And they get the out.
Up next for the Royals,
Carter Jensen steps in for the Royals. Fly to center his first time. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
The 0-1. And that one finds its way through. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Everything came together for him. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Caglione in the box as he fouls off the first pitch.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
This one in the air center field. Rodriguez gets under it, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Royals,
Isaac Collins digs in now. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat.
Sinker. Low middle.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Slider. Middle inside.
That's through there for a strike.
An at-bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Good job to fight that one off.
Middle inside.
The 0-2. Caught him looking for the K. 4 innings in the books. Tied 3-3. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the Mariners' leadoff man, J.P. Crawford.
Well, these Mariners doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Hit on the ground to the right side, and that chance handled in plenty of time to first. A great play deep in the hole.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field, but then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders and throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
And that one hammered. That's got a chance. Caught just shy of the wall.
Up next is Seattle, the first baseman, number 12, Josh Naylor.
Here's Josh Naylor. Has grounded out a couple of times. Check swing. He went. Strike one. Naylor in his 7th season, 28 years old. And he was born in Canada. High fly ball, right field. Caglione has a beat on it. And that'll do it. Nobody left for Seattle, so no change in the score. It's 3-3. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, bottom of the inning, Michael Massey steps in for the Royals.
Massey.
4-seam fastball. Low inside.
Yeehaw!
Sinker. Low outside.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. One up, one down. Kyle Isbell steps in for the Royals. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Outside.
Isbell.
Ball.
Sinker. Low middle.
Close,
Nope,
but call
ball.
the ball. And that's ball 2.
High inside.
Next pitch
Ball,
is
out.
outside.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And a 4-pitch
Ball
walk.
4. Take your
He
base.
did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Go ahead run on base.
For the Royals,
Michael Garcia, the next to hit.
Michael
4-seam
Garcia.
fastball. High outside.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. No throw, safe at second. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Swing and a pop-up. Young gets there. He's under it. 2 down.
The batter, number 7, shortstop Bobby Witt Jr.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Bobby Witt Jr.
Nope. Ball.
Sweeper.
2 down. Go-ahead run in scoring position. Rolled over to third, and that's a foul ball.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Fastball. High inside.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Man on second, 2 down. Got him swinging for the K. So 1 left for Kansas City. Score remains tied at 3. Back here in a close one. And a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game.
Yo no hago canciones, hago himnos pa' que no caduquen. En este género yo fui un Hadouken. Ey, y se extinguieron como los dinosaurs. Antes que me apague, se apaga el sol. Subimos y rompimos el ascensor. El prepa que les tiro Barbasol. Conejo, ahora los miro de arriba y de lejos. Ey, no contesto Dios.
Steven Cruz gets the call from the pen.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Rosarena in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. The 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Bullpen action for the Royals. Eli Morgan appears to be getting loose. Mears getting loose as well. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And the 0-2. Stays alive. This one popped up. Pasquantino. And there's 1 down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
All tied up, and we're the top half of the 6th. This one in the air, center field. Isbell under it. 2 away now.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Cole.
And up next for Seattle, Cole Young. He's 0 for 1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Hey-ha!
In the air, center field. Isbell in position. And that'll do it. On to the bottom of inning number 6. Tied 3 apiece. Back here in Kansas City, bottom of the 6th. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals.
Ball, that's down.
4-seam fastball. Middle outside. Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Slider. Middle inside.
And a ground ball to first. Takes it himself. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Salvi steps into the box now. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
High outside.
That's a ball.
Sweeper. Low middle.
Sliced hard but foul. 1-2 now. In the air to left center. Rodriguez moving under it. And there's 2 down. Next is the Royals catcher, Carter Jensen. 1 for 2.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
That missed. That's a ball.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Canzone under it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So they make short work of them there. We're through 6 full. All tied up at 3 apiece. We go to the top of the 7th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Dominic Canzone. Ripped on the ground to second. Whips it to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for Seattle, the catcher,
Johnny Pareda up next for the Mariners. That's a laser base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Up next for Seattle, the 3rd baseman, number 4.
Now the 3rd baseman,
Emerson.
and that's in there at the knees for a strike. To the right side, and that's just foul. The M's with the go-ahead run at first here in the top half of inning number 7.
Ball.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Challenge from behind the dish here. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. 1 challenge remaining for them now. Two. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Two down. Look out, way inside. Throws to second, not gonna get him. He's in there. Wild pitch, and into second moves the go-ahead run. Man at second, and ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He's set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
And now it's even up.
Way to lay off that pitch down. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
In the air, right field. And there's 2 away. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Steven Cruz departs, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Nick Mears on a pitch out of the pen here.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Julio Rodriguez coming to the plate now in a big spot. Swing and a miss at a slider.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Oh, he doesn't get the
That's
call.
the ball.
Ball 2. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And that one did find the strike zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Two on, 2 outs. Slides for the stop to first. Nicely done for the out. Mariners leave a couple. Still tied 3-3. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, bottom of the 7th, Jack Paglione steps in for the Royals. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And there's one down. Isaac Collins getting ready to hit. He's already homered here in this one.
Outside. That's a ball.
Four-seam fastball. High outside. Sweeper. Middle outside.
Ball outside.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
The baseball is coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
Into the outfield, base hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Massey, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. This one in the air, center field. Brings it in.
Up next for the Royals.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Kyle Isbell. Outfield playing pretty shallow.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
The 1-0.
Hurt.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Blind into right. He's got it. And the inning is over. It's the Mariners 3, Royals 3. We're at the top of the 8th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Josh Naylor. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Now it's going to be Randy Arozarena. Swing and a high fly ball left field. 1 away. Go ahead run on base. Luke Raley now at the plate. 1 for 3. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Hit in the air, center field. Isbell under it. 2 down.
The batter, number 2.
And now for Seattle, Cole Young.
Young.
Fought off foul. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Here's a high chopper. Massey, the flip, and very nicely done for the out. It's the Mariners 3, Royals 3. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals, Michael Garcia. That clips the corner.
Not what he's looking for there, the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Liner snagged it first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Witt in the box as he fouls off the first pitch.
Circle change. Low inside.
Base hit right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Quick move to first. Witt back on a dive.
Sinker. Low outside.
And the 0-1. That one catches the corner for a strike. And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. The 1-1. There goes the runner. Pitch it for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings. Well, he's really showing us the dynamic skill set he brings to the field on this one. Homered earlier, now he swipes second, showing off the speed. Really fun to watch him play the game.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Big strikeout there as he works to strand that go-ahead run at second base, but job's not done yet. Got to get that last out before you can exhale and get back into the dugout. It's kind of tough to do with this home crowd applying so much pressure.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Swing and a foul out of play.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Low inside.
Man on second, 2 down. Fastball for a strike.
Sinker. Low inside.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Sweeper. Low outside.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. Going. Gone. Salvador Perez leaves the yard. And they grab the lead in the 8th. It's 5-3.
Nothing better than hitting a home run to put your team out in front. He's enjoying a fun trip around the bases. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So 2 down. Carter Jensen will hit next. And first offering is fouled off.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Fouled off left side.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
2 down, nobody on. To the right side, Young. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. Through 8 full, the Royals are on top 5-3. Last chance coming up for the Mariners. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Lucas Erceg.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Canzone leading things off and takes a strike. The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Good job to fight that one off. Smoked on the ground a second. Tosses to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Pareda now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. That one fouled off.
O2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Out towards right center field. Takes it in for the out. And there are 2 outs. So they're down to their final out. Number 4 up next for the Mariners. In the air, left field. Collins under it. And that is the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Your footsteps through the dark, the colors shape an amazing display, but aurora's not as bright as your smile beneath the light of distant stars. The famous traces that Jay left to paint and memorize that I kept. Forget the nights that I spent, the